Hi, and welcome to this episode on the module settings required for stock. I'm Sharon from Enterprise, and in this session we'll look at getting set up for your price lists, your item groups, and your warehouses. So let's get you started. So if we click here on settings, and then click on module settings. First of all, I just want to identify here you have an option here within the inventory package to enable the gross profit calculation on your sales documents. So just click the box here and then choose the calculation that suits you, whether it's based on moving average cost price, last purchase price, or actual purchase price or actual cost price. So down here then we go to price lists, and very simply to add a price list here on the right, click on the plus sign, add in the price list name. So these are the price lists that you would generally link to your customers and suppliers. Assign the currency and click on save. Then over here on the left, you can decide who gets to see the price lists and what price lists. So at global level, we can select the price list for everyone to see. At a user level then, we can override that and select for an individual user to use individual settings here. And then here we can select within the list what price list that user gets to see. So very simply just click the price list for that user and they're added for that user list. And then simply just X out to remove the lists and then go back to the global level allocation and click on save. So moving on down then we have the item groups, and the item groups is your way of grouping your similar items together for your stock. So if we click here on the plus sign, we can add in the item group, so we can define the name. So if we add in a name for our group and then click on save. In addition to the group as well, you have to allocate the item group accounts. So this is the way of allocating the GL accounts required for each of your item groups. And this is important, of course, to identify that as you enter the relevant stock transactions, such as deliveries, invoices, goods receipt, POs, that the system knows what GL account to post those entries to. So click on the item group accounts, and if you select the item group from here, it will show you the list of GL accounts allocated for that group. Simply click on edit to change the GL account, and if you require any further help with identifying what GL accounts should be used for which accounts, check out the help.enterpryze.com where you'll find the relevant articles. So don't forget then to save, and of course there's an option here for any of the new groups that you define. You can click on the copy button here and we can copy from this group to the new group. Select it over here on the right, click on save and copy, and then we can X out of that. Okay, and then we're down to warehouses. So warehouses, this is where you define your locations for your stock items. So the locations usually are either within various warehouses, or it could be locations within a specific warehouse that you want to identify where stock is held. So when we click here on the plus sign, we identify the code for the warehouse. Then we can put in the warehouse name. And then we can specify whether it's dropship or not. So dropship identifies if this warehouse is used as a virtual warehouse, so on the basis where stock is actually not held in that warehouse. So for example, where the goods are ordered from your customer but shipped directly from your supplier. So this would be, in that regard, a dropship warehouse. So then we can decide if it's default or not, and then of course save the details. So just to note, on the inventory package, you get a general warehouse by default, so you can already start invoicing using the general warehouse and allocate your stock items to that. So thank you for watching, and if you require any further help, don't forget to check out the articles on help.enterpryze.com or reach out to our support representatives here within the chat. And there's also a link down here to get you onto the Help Centre. Thank you for watching.